Welcome back, frienderinos.
Looks like they've tightened up security.
Shut it down. What? Do you seriously think?
Yeah, okay.
Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am. Our scanners are picking up false readings. They seem to think you're dead.
I was listed as missing in action a couple years ago.
Would you mind checking in with my captain? He can reinstate you in our system. He's just past the scanners on your right.
Yeah, she's not surprised about this. And she's kind of glad for this, not even kind of. She's very glad for the security increase after the Geth thing occurred. She doesn't mind a few more hoops to jump through if less unsavory characters like Saren just get off scot-free, you know what I mean? Now, granted, you know, Saren was a special case because he can because Spectres can bypass the law by, you know, by principle, but...
If you don't have the stomach or you're worried about being reported, I can take care of it.
No, sir. I can handle it.
Oof. Hello there, Bailey. You seem to have turned into a bit of a hard butt.
Yes. I see the problem already, Commander Shepard. My console says you're dead.
By the way, this guy shows up in 3, and I like him. I like his involvement in the series quite a bit.
Your sergeant said you could help with that.
Usually you'd have to go through the station security administration to reactivate your IDs, then to customs and immigration to regain access to the Citadel itself, and probably a stop by the Treasury. Spending a year dead is a popular tax dodge. But I can see you're a busy woman. So how about I just press this button right here, and we call it done?
You're not big on formalities, are you?
I'm with them right up until they keep people from doing their jobs.
That's awesome.
There. I just saved you about 9 days of running around.
Oof.
That said, you should head up to the Presidium and tell them you're still alive. The Council probably wants to talk to the one who saved their scaly asses.
What's the easiest way to get to the Presidium from down here?
Head back through the security checkpoint and take a public shuttle.
I will. Having access to the Council and the Spectre's resources would be useful.
Yeah. The Council can get anything. Best thing about working C-Sec is that any equipment, information, or money you need, you get. Anyway, something else you need? Or can I get back to work?
Well, he just kind of explained why he joined, I'd say. So, considering, you know, again, you know, he had respect for her. He's like, you know, you're a busy woman. Let's get this done. He's a busy man. Let's leave him be.
I should be going.
You need anything else, let me know.
Thank you very much. This is the kind of people that, you know, there really needs to be more of in the world. People that are really willing to you know, jump through some extra hoops to make sure they're doing their job, you know, in a way that's beneficial. I really like Bailey, and that the fact that he just is just not with the bureaucratic bullshit and willing to get the job done no matter what the job is. We'll kind of see the more sadistic... No, well, sadistic is the wrong word. The sort of darker side of that later, and it was already kind of hinted at that he was talking to that lady officer about, you know, if you don't have the stomach for it or if you're worried about getting reported, I'll do it. Yeah, that, you know, he's just not with the bullshit. If there's a more direct way to get things done, he does it. And it's not out of any kind of it's clearly not out of any kind of not giving a fuck. He just wants to make sure that people are safer and etc. Like, it's really clear that he really takes pride in his work. It's just he doesn't take pride in the, you know, stuff like the bureaucratic loopholes we would have had to jump through for about 9 days, he said. Oof. I love that. It's awesome. And also, you know, procedure and process that that might let criminals get away. That's probably basically what he was talking to that woman about. Anyway.
I hear this is the best place for food on Citadel, Lord.
You heard wrong. This is the best place for food on the whole damn Citadel.
Oh wow, let me verify that myself. Oh hey, speaking of food on the Citadel, bam, ingredients for our chef friendo, chef slash facilities friendo. Also, Ascension and Revelations are real Mass Effect novels. I think that's a shameless plug here. And Drew Caption is, I do believe, the guy that actually wrote the... is there any reason to buy these other than novelty of, hey, these are real books that exist in real life? I don't know. I know there's real Mass Effect novels. I do believe they're called Revelations and Ascension. I'm pretty certain of that. I've never read them. And I'm disinclined to. I might not be another day, but I'm disinclined to because I really like taking in stories through games, but that will change. I'm more interested in reading just books recently than the last few years of my life, especially because I'm really trying to make a living writing, and I'm kind of slowing down a lot of my, you know, a lot of, you know, my, how do I explain this? Basically, it's going to be a lot easier for me to actually get into something like a book than it used to be. I basically had to work on how to tame my ADHD before that was a bit more possible. And now that it is, it's a beautiful thing. Anyway, I'm just kind of having a look-see around right now. There's a lot to this ward section.
Greetings, Earth-clad. You will find many excellent ships for sale here. Only slightly used, yes.
I'm pretty sure there's quite a few stuff I actually missed up here. By the way, Dat Vudo, I thought the views in the original were great. This kind of looks bleaker, though. But this game is bleaker, so that kind of works, I suppose. But yeah. Man, I love this game. Damn. Anyway. ME3 is pretty bleak as well. ME1, not so much. Not really as much. It's more on the super optimistic side, and I love that about it. There's a lot of darker stuff in there, but I think that's more present in this game in 3 and Andromeda even. Actually, I don't know about Andromeda, but this game in 3 for sure. And I don't know about Andromeda in a lot of ways. I never finished that game. I plan to for this channel, but not yet. Oh yeah, this little side quest. Hehehe.
No, they're not. You ever been up there? No. C-Sec won't let me. They say I'm a risk. They think every Krogan is dangerous. Damn Turians. We should kill them all.
And that's why they think you're dangerous, you doofus. Anyway. Alright, so I did the only thing that I really need to do in there, which is buy the food.
Good day, my friends. Welcome to the Citadel.
Let's make every shop our favorite shop on the Citadel, shall we? I love this.
Since these stores are owned by the council, do government employees get a discount?
Yes, in fact. What's your position?
I'm a former Spectre.
My goodness. I didn't know Spectres quit. I don't believe you qualify for a discount, though.
How about if I throw in an endorsement from the woman who defeated Saren?
You are Shepard? My goodness. The increase in sales would certainly be worth offering a discount.
What do you need me to do?
Just voice your endorsement into my console.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
Excellent. I will get my clerical VI to add it to our advertising immediately.
Neato.
So did
You know.
get one of the fish, or
Oh yeah, this little cute
How
little
is a
thing.
model ship supposed to remind me of the city?
I kind of like listening to these, but it oh. There we go, yeah. I'm sorry for kind of moving away from that. It's a cute little conversation, but it also kind of made me feel uncomfortable for a second. It's an embarrassment thing. It's like, it's when people get in an awkward situation or a super, I don't know. It's hard to explain. A lot of those situations, even in fiction, make me really uncomfortable. It's probably because of my sensitivities and the fact that I tend to struggle with those kind of situations in real life. It's hard for me to cope when I'm faced with it. I'd just rather be able to just please the other person, and not have to, I don't know, like, it's you know, it's something I'm working on, but it just kind of gets me uncomfortable in games. But I think it's important to face that stuff, and games is a good way to do that, I'd say, and fiction in general. It's a good way. Like, if you're triggered by fiction in some way, it's a good kind of safe space for you to kind of ask yourself why and figure out how to unravel that, because all fears are unravelable, and by unravelable, I mean you are able to see the fear for what it is, and it's just a conditioning of the mind, and conditionings of the mind can be unconditioned. And, you know, by realizing that, I've made progress with all of my fears, including my social ones like that one. It's just that at certain points in a day, and in certain states, I'm a little bit more susceptible to that sort of thing. Anywho. Yeah, I really like these little tidbits, because, you know, it's a nice little acknowledgement of our choices in ME1, because we saved the Ascension, and we ported over our save, and that's a little acknowledgement of that. That's nice. I like that a lot. And Shepard certainly likes hearing about it. It's clear she still has quite an impact 2 years later, even though everyone thinks she's dead. Especially since that shopkeeper was so keen on her little proposal.
Welcome to Saranus Applications. Can I interest you?
Oh, hey, he actually recognizes her.
Do I know you?
No, but I know you. Even a senile Hanar would remember the human who fought off the Geth. I thought you were dead.
Yeah, I've been getting that a lot.
Look around the store. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Well, how about even more pleasure?
You know, I use quite a bit of software in my line of work.
It's a shame so few understand their own equipment. Besides the most obvious point-and-go nav interfaces, anyway.
You wouldn't believe how often I hear, "Why is the ship turning around? We're only halfway there."
Oh, I would.
You know, I like your products. Any interest in an endorsement from the human who defeated Saren?
I'd be thrilled. But I don't think I could afford to pay you for it.
Don't worry about it. What if we just work out a discount?
Absolutely. Just speak into my console here.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store in the Citadel.
That will be splendid. I can edit that and have it working right away. Thank you so much.
Every store is my favorite store. I love it. Anyway. Okay. Also, I never bought from that other place, because I just didn't think to. Give me that.
I'll take it.
Tanky Durgan is a Tanky Durgan. Ah, there we go. By the way, what was that other place? I think it was up here, right? I always like hearing that. I had to do it. I love this little wall graphic here. It's so cool. This little holographic wall thingy. That's so neato. I wonder if this is like a news readout or something. I'm not sure why this text is scrolling here. Anyway. Sonaris... Saronis. That's right. Saronis applications. Whew. This is a Dark Star. Look at it on level 28. I love the clubs in Mass Effect. I just love the atmosphere that they give off. It's just really cool, just kind of taking them in. Even in ME1 they do a great job of it, but 2 and 3 they really have some good atmosphere. I love the ones on Omega, for example. And Dark Star is pretty cool too. Alright, what am I doing? Oh yeah, that's right.
Come on, please, you have to help me. I need to make something nice. It's for a date.
Fine. Sorry, honey Mary. Made it at Ardak Yakshi Monastery, but sad.
Oof. He doesn't have any goddamn patience. Alright. Yeah, that's the, like, I don't know, if it's like, you know, if, like, a lot of it has to do with romance, like, but it's not just that. It's like, if anyone is embarrassed, clearly, or if someone's really giving someone a hard time for really what I would say is conceivably no reason like that, a lot of those situations they just want to walk away from in a game like this. Anyone else like that? If not, I think it's, you know, it's just a nice little thing to reflect on if you're... Again, I think it's just a good idea to sort of think about that when games make you feel that like that, instead of just avoiding it. You know what I mean? And then find what else sort of tickles your fancy about the game. Whew. Avoiding things that make you uncomfortable only just strengthens that avoidance factor, and you tend to miss out on things you wouldn't really realize were actually enriching for you and positive for you. So I tend to try to not do that as much as humanly possible. Whew. Words. Okay. Oh, hey. Oh, her again. Hello.
Police have been seen in Al-Jalani, Western News. I interviewed you 2 years ago when you first became a Spectre. You presented your case very well on camera. Do you have a minute?
Yeah. And I know a lot of people tend to really be difficult with her, but Shepard realizes that, you know, she's not too fond of her either. However, she knows it's important to have as best a press image as she can possibly give herself. So she's going to do her best, and she doesn't really care if they twist her words. She knows what she meant. And she's going to just be integral about it and respectful.
You spent the whole time trying to make me look like I was selling out.
But also honest.
You proved me wrong in the end.
Hmm.
Now that you've resurfaced, you're news again. I just want to give your story its due. Sources claim you were at the heart of the Presidium during the Battle of the Citadel. It's fair to say the course of the battle hinged on your words. If true, you told Admiral Hackett to assist the Destiny Ascension, costing hundreds of human lives, and securing the continued dominance of the Citadel Council.
I almost just knee-jerk did that, because this does make me... But I'm glad that I missed that, because...
The Turians lost 20 cruisers. Figure each had a crew of around 300. The Ascension, the Asari dreadnought we saved, had a crew of nearly 10,000.
But surely the human cost.
The Alliance lost 8 cruisers. Shenyang, Emden, Jakarta, Cairo, Seoul, Cape Town, Warsaw, Madrid, and yes, I remember them all. Everyone in the Fifth Fleet is a hero. The Alliance owes them all medals. The Council owes them a lot more than that. And so do you.
I love that.
Commander Shepard, first human Spectre. Hero of the Battle of the Citadel. Check bid. We get it? Great. Bull rushed on my own show.
I like just, you know, treating her with as much respect as Shepard's got time for by doing the Paragon-y stuff. I don't really like that the middle option is probably exactly the same as the top one, but that's often how Mass Effect works.
Have you tried Galaxy of Fantasy yet? I love that game. It's based on Turian mythology, but it's really fun. I hear it has 11 billion players now. Do you have any games you'd like to trade in? You get 2 credits toward a new game.
2 whole credits, yay, wonderful. Yeah, this is probably making fun of GameStop, and it's great. Or other companies like it, as far as I'm aware. There's a lot of tongue-in-cheek in this game. There's a lot that you'll find everywhere. I love it about this particular entry in the series. There's also more of that in 3.
You know what's good? Alliance Corsair. The battles are pretty realistic, but it's still fun. And you can install it on an Omni tool. For 10 credits, we offer data protection for any game we sell. If the copy protection ever malfunctions, you can download a new copy free. Those Asari Hanar porn games they sell in Shinakiba are really nasty.
Now she's interested, to be frank. I'll have to take a look at that. She loves Asari booty. She probably, honestly, looks at Asari porn like a lot back on the ship. Just, you know, when she has free time. She's a fucking horny lesbian, okay? Leave her alone. Anyway, I mean, hell, she's not even fucking, like, at all. That's, you know, she's gotta take care of that needs. You know what I mean? Anyway, I love the music in here. God, look at the atmosphere of these clubs, man. God, I love them. I really feel like I could see this place existing in real life, and if, you know, a good bit into the future, of course, but that's the beauty of a lot of Mass Effect's environments. Well, especially the more city-like ones. By the way, I really like these dance animations. Also, it just shows her dancing in place, but she'd totally try to just sort of dance flirt with one of these Asari. Probably her. And considering it's mostly women on this, she's in her element here. There's literally one dude over here. Actually, maybe she'd try to, I don't know. They're all dancing close to each other, so probably she wouldn't really try to make an immediate move, but yeah. Part of me feels like you should be able to have more kinds of flings in these games, because she totally would be flinging with Asari right now. She's pretty certain. It's probably just her, you know, she has kind of a cynical nature about this sort of thing, but she's pretty certain that, like, Liara's moved on. That's not really true, but that's also kind of true. We'll see that I almost called it Crypt of the Necrodancer. That's an entirely different video game. Layer of the Shadow Broker. There's probably just the of the and the specific and the sort of similar cadence to that sentence. Maybe cadence of Hyrule. Jesus, I am really referencing things without realizing today. Anyway,
Then I can do for you?
Oh yeah, time to wrap up this little Sudquist here.
I noticed you're one of the grounds
Or
for the Presidium.
get it continued.
They're fishing the lakes.
I get that question a lot. I think it's right behind where's the restroom. Those are reservoirs. The Presidium's own supply, independent from the water storage tanks in the wards. The only place I know of on the station to get a live fish is Delea Sonasy's gift shop.
Thanks for your time.
No problem. If you get up to the Presidium, check out the Demaio flowers across from the conduit. They're coming in very nicely.
Will do, sir. Again, I really like a lot of the friendly workers here in the Citadel. It just makes it feel like a homey place a lot of people live in, you know? Which, you know, is exactly what Citadel is. I love this. Oh yeah, there's also another fun little drinky thing you can do. Let's do that real quick.
What'll it be?
I want the strongest thing you have.
Easy enough.
Yeah, she's had some tough emotional times, especially thinking about Liara a lot.
It's green.
And guaranteed to knock you on your ass.
Unless you're dextro DNA like me. If you are, it'll kill you. Anything else?
Let's have another one.
There you are. Anything else?
Not done yet.
I'm impressed. I've never seen anyone drink 3 of these.
Also, she's a pro, man. Right through the mask. Now, let's say she took it off for this, okay? Because that's silly. Anyway.
Hit me again.
How about we mix it up a little?
By the way, pretty good drunk act there. Elizabeth Hale. I'm pretty sure that's her name. Jennifer Hale? No, Elizabeth Hale. Pretty sure her name's Elizabeth Hale. Jennifer Hale? Something Hale. I know her last name's Hale. It's either Elizabeth or Jennifer, too. That's all I really... I feel like it's Jennifer Hale. I don't remember her real name. Her first name, I mean. Oy. But yeah. More.
Do it.
Okay, for you, something special. This is Krogan liquor, Rincon. You'll set off radiological alarms after you drink it. Should I pour you a quad?
A quad, yeah, nice.
I'll come back later.
Go eat some starches and drink some water, or you'll have a hangover tomorrow.
Anywho, friend of Reno's, yeah, she's not that stupid. Oh man, I want to do it. Can you? I don't know why I just did that. But I feel like she'd also realize, okay, I need to stop at some point. She just wanted to feel a nice buzz, and yeah, she does now. I like how they're just letting her drink this much when she's kind of supposed to be here on business. Although, well, I mean, she's not really here on business. She's already taken care of the business she was really here for, which is getting stuff for the... So yeah, you know what? She's gonna live it up here. That makes a lot of sense. But yeah, she's not gonna get all throw-uppy. She probably doesn't drink very much anyway, I would imagine. At least in MB1 she didn't. In this game, you can actually... You never were able to drink in MB1 anyway, like, in a mechanical gameplay sense. So... But it would also make sense that she ends up drinking a bit more in this game, because Liara mostly, and also just because generally, like, you know, coming back to the world after being dead is a little bit of a shock, especially if you're working for Cerberus, who you thought was completely evil, and you kind of have no choice in the matter, and all sorts of things like that. So yeah, she has a lot to deal with right now, leave her alone. Okay, so, what am I doing? Words. I'm thinking. Oh, Krogan. Where's the Krogan? Are they on the other? I think they're on the other side of this. By the way, cool little terrarium here. I think that's the word. Okay, no, this is just. That's the game salesman. Who's over here? Is that another game salesman or what? Nope. Oh. Huh. Solitaire. Fascinating, eh? It's the most boring game to a lot of people, but that's probably the point, isn't it? Funny. Because it's all new and foreign, you know, it makes sense.
Alliance military officials are having difficulty meeting hiring quotas, according to a new report. Since Eden Prime, an initial surge in patriotic enlistments was followed by a downturn, as the public became skeptical that the Alliance can match Geth technology.
Interesting. Anywho, I always love hearing those little news tidbits, and I think they're fed to you better in ME2 because you can choose, and also the long elevator rides are no longer a thing. I think that was another loading. It was a loading screen massacre in one. But anywho, by the way, I think this is the one that I love so much. No, not quite. Also, Jesus Christ. Okay, that's scary.
Mortuary offers the finest quality burial robes, hand-spun by skilled Asari artisans. Anatas will help you leave a good-looking corpse.
Oof. So, question. Who the fuck else would come back after being recently dead? And why is that a trigger for your goddamn ads? I have questions about that. Anyway. I know it's just a joke from the devs, but that's kind of immersion breaking. I don't know. Because apparently the Lazarus Project is a really cutting-edge thing. I don't know.
These days it's all big choices.
They're making fun of their own goddamn series.
Drink water, and it took 5 hours real time to fly somewhere.
You know what? I think, you know what? With that last line, I don't think it's making fun of their own series. I think it's making fun of people who are like, oh, Mass Effect's being dumbed down. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Anyway, that's great. I love the tongue-in-cheek of this game. There's so much. Anywho, I'm actually gonna leave it here for now, friendos. We'll continue exploring the Citadel next time, and we will probably also end up doing another mission that time. But this time was just a nice little chat and a nice little stroll around the Citadel, getting our bearings, and a nice little bit of an outlet for me to kind of talk about some things, and that's what I love about doing this sort of a thing. I like personalizing a lot of this, being more personal than a lot of people usually would be in these sorts of videos. I think it's important to have this kind of discussion, and I'd like to really help a lot of people with talking about these sorts of things, and so I'm going to keep working on it until I do that. And then, you know, when I start, I'm going to go more gung-ho about it because I'm helping people. Anywho, friendos, have a lovely day. If you'd like to support the channel, like, comment, subscribe, I really appreciate that. If you would like to support me by following my my Twitch channel and my Twitter to see when my Twitch channel goes live, that would be also a huge help, and I would love to see y'all there, and I hope to see y'all next time in my videos and my streams. You know, we're elsewhere on the interwebs here. Have a lovely days, friendos.